In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front window regulators on this Ford Escape. Let's get into it. Behind the handle, there's a little cover. We're just going to use a pick. You can use a straight blade screwdriver. Just pop that off. It's just clipped in. Using a 7mm socket, take this screw out. That out. Using a couple of trim tools, we're going to get underneath the switch plate, just pry up. There's a couple of clips that go down. This cover does slide off. There's a couple of clips holding that on. You don't need to take that off, but sometimes it might help. Then you can see where the clips are. Just get underneath here. Just try to pry up. The hard one is popping that one underneath. Disconnect the connector, just push down on the tab, slide it off. Using a 7mm socket, take these two screws out. On the side there's a little reflector. I'm just going to use a pick. Pop that off. Use a 7mm socket, take this screw out. Underneath, we're going to use a 7mm socket, take this screw out. Using a trim tool, just go around, just pop the clips out. Grab the panel, slide it up a little bit. The cable that attaches to the handle, just grab that. And it just slides out. You can disconnect the connectors, just push on the tabs. Those come right out. And grab this vapor barrier and take that down. If you need to, you can use a razor blade or a utility knife. Just trim any of the adhesive. And you can just fold it down or take it off completely. Connect that. You want to turn the key in the on position. Just move the window to about that location. And we're going to remove the speaker. Turn the key off. Disconnect the connector. Just push down on the tab. Slide that off. Using a 7mm socket, take these 3 screws out. You might need a trim tool, just pop it out. It's just clipped in. Set that aside. Now we're going to take a straight blade screwdriver, and just behind here, we need to push the retainer that holds the glass in. You kind of hold it out while you push the glass up. Just helps to use a straight blade screwdriver. Just be careful not to break the glass. And you would do the same on the other side. There we go. And push the window all the way up. And just holding it there, I'm just going to tape up the window. Make sure the window's clean. Take these little covers off. Just use a pick, get underneath, and slide that off. If you rip them, you can just use a piece of tape. Just set those aside. We're going to remove the two nuts up top. Use a 10mm socket. Might need a magnet. Remove this screw. Same 10mm socket. And the bottom two nuts, we'll use the same 10mm socket. Grab the regulator, slide it in. With this tip down, then you can access the connector. Just push on the tab, take that off. Same with the other one. Just tip it to the side. It's almost easier to just fold it on top of each other, and it comes right out. Take the regulator, fold it in half, get it in position. Just get the studs lined up. Before we push it in all the way, it's a good idea to connect the connector, line that up, lock that down. Get the studs in. And take the nuts, get those started. And the bolt, get that started. And we'll tighten those down. Snug those down. Now we need to torque the nuts and this bolt to 93 inch-pounds. That's good. Remove the tape. You want to carefully lower the window, nice and slow. If you need to move where the tracks are for the regulator, you can put those down. And we'll push that down. Should be able to get it to lock in place. Click, just like that. Make sure both sides are clipped in. Put these little covers on, or use some tape if they ripped. And take the speaker, line it up, push it in place. Get the screws started. And just snug it down. Connect the connector, lock it down, take the vapor barrier, get that lined up, and push that all in place. Disconnect the connector for the window switch. You can reinstall the door panel. Take the door panel, line the connectors up. Plug those in. Take the cable, line this up. Push it on. That's good. Line the top part of the door panel up. Make sure the wire's through for the window switch. It's lined up. Head, lock it down. And put the screws in. Get those started. Snug those down over near the handle. Snug those down. On the side here, snug that down. And snug that one down. Take the reflector, lock that in place. Connect the window switch. Get that in position. I'm going to slide it in over here first. Get it lined up. Lock it down. If this cover popped off, you want to pop that in place. And this cover, there's a little tab there. You want to push that tab in first, lock it down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.